Ciao, I'm Enzo.
I'm Celia.
This is a Piazza Talk, our channel about our life in Lucca.
And in the Tuscan Hills.
Please hit the subscribe button. Grazie. Ah, me ne ricordo io. Neapolitans like food, as you can see it. We are in Piazza Dante in the center of Naples. This is a Sunday market called Campagna Amica, friendly countryside.
That's very nice. That's nice.
1,90 o 2,80.
Lo sto buttando di là, sono accavalla tutto insieme.
Vieni, voglio venire.
Back to Lucca, we want to make a traditional Neapolitan dish, pasta e fagioli. Pasta with beans. Well, in order to make this beautiful traditional Neapolitan dish, pasta e fagioli, or as we say in Naples, pasta e fazool, I need the following ingredients. First of all, we need fagioli, beans. So, to make pasta e fagioli, traditionally you soak the beans overnight, that we have done. And in modern life you might not have the time to do it, so you can use a can or two of beans.
Or in a jar.
Or in a jar, whatever you prefer.
Some people use ballotti beans.
Well, some people use ballotti beans, but as a child I only remember cannellini style beans, the white beans. So I done it the way that my mother used to make it for us. Then we need, for the base, when we make the sauce, we need the stalk of celery, carrots, parsley, also we need garlic, chili, 2 bay leaves for the fagioli, and for 1 onion will be enough. We need some tomatoes. So if you have fresh tomatoes, fine. If you don't have fresh tomatoes, use canned tomatoes. In my case, I had some cherry tomatoes in a can, so I'm using those ones.
Also, because it's usually a winter dish, isn't it? I mean, I don't think I would eat pasta fazool in summer.
It is a winter dish, but there is also summer version, because in the summer you can buy fresh fagioli, and so people make in the summer as well. The other thing I would say, probably you might even like it, eat it cold, which is a big thing in Naples, to eat pasta fagioli freddo, cold pasta with beans. It's considered a kind of gourmet experience. The final thing is the pasta. Traditionally in Naples we use mixed pasta. Occasionally we use tubetti or ditalini, but mixed pasta is what you need to do, because you put together the pasta that is in your cupboard and use it. And also this is used to be a poor man's meal. So you get what you can get together and you create a dish. So in this case we have candle fusilli, casarecce, tortiglioni, and last thing, we always said broken spaghetti spezzati. So I'm going to do this. So we got 4 different kinds of pasta. And the final thing, we always need extra virgin olive oil, which is the main ingredient of many Italian dishes. Now I'm rinsing the beans that have been soaked overnight. Remove the water. Now the beans, and we can put them in a saucepan full of water and cook them for about an hour, 10 minutes, depending on the beans. And now we boil the beans. I'm adding as a kind of interesting touch, 2 bay leaves. Okay, now while the beans are boiling, we are going to do the base, the sauce. So we have all the ingredients have been chopped here. Cover the saucepan with the bottom with extra virgin olive oil. Now we turn the gas on, and we add first of all the onions. It is seasoned now, so I can add the rest of the ingredients for this soft zucchini. The carrots, celery, and garlic. And I'm also adding the chili. So this section up. And now I'm going to add a little bit of salt in the beans here. So a lot of water, so really this enough. And keep cooking. And now you see that everything now getting very nice in this shallow pan. Now I'm going to add the tomatoes. Heat down, and then we cook properly 10-15 minutes. If it gets too dry, I'm going to add some water. With it in light tone because it is overcast outside. Yes, rather heavy. So the carrots are soft now, you can see are soft, the celery as well. So we can turn everything off. Now I'm going to turn the heat on again, and the beans are ready. So I'm going to do the following things. I'm going to put the beans first. Everything is off now, we don't need anymore. We will need the leaf as well. These beans have been cooking for an hour and a half boiling, so it takes time. But
They always take longer than they say beans.
okay. And now we are adding the water. Look, the color, it's beautiful.
We're adding the bean water.
Bean water, yes. And I'm going to add the pasta now. So I need to cover the pasta with the bean water, and if I run out of bean water, I have also some hot water here in case of emergency, but I think I need it. So just add to the pasta under the water. Okay, that's enough. If I need more, I'll add more later. Every so and so I stir it, make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom.
How long does it need to cook for?
Well, the pasta normally takes 10 minutes, so I would say a few minutes more because it's cooking this unusual situation. So
Is it quite important to have all the types of pasta that have the same cooking time?
more or less, yes. I try to put pasta that would require 10 minutes. I didn't add pasta. I got some pasta di Gragnano that takes 15 minutes to cook. So probably it is wrong synchronic situation there. So and now I'm turning the heat down a bit. Otherwise all the water evaporates instead of being absorbed by the pasta.
And do you want to be careful not to break your beans?
Well, some people they smash it, they squash the beans because they get the so-called cremina. Even now they do it with a blender, but I'm doing the traditional way, which is the way that they enable these things. They had just a couple of pots, beans and ingredients. You can see now that the starch from the pasta is coming out and making the pasta fagioli more like how would you fancy these things? It's becoming more not a cream, it's
It is quite soupy, isn't it? As a...
Well, this is interesting point because there are different schools of thought. My parents, they make it a bit soupy because my father liked it soupy. I did not. So I prefer my aunt's pasta fagioli. It was, as we say, it was sticky, azzeccata, we say in Naples. And it was more kind of together, the thing there. But you can do it the way you like it. Some people like it soupy, some people like it more sticky.
And how's ours going to be?
Halfway through. So make everybody happy. I'm going to add some more water here. Okay, I can see the levels going down. Okay. That's right. And I'm going to add the chopped pasta here. Now. And we got the season now. We need some more salt. And we need ground pepper. Not too much, but just give it some flavor. Now we are towards the end, so when it's ready we can serve and eat it. So, we're ready.
That's it.
And we need a generous amount of Parmesan cheese.
Oh, that looks good.
Delicious. So there are 3 kinds of pasta?
4 kinds of pasta.
4 kinds of pasta.
Spaghetti, tortiglioni, fusilli e caserecci.
Is that a Neapolitan custom?
Yes, it use all the pasta that is from the cupboard. Put that together. More or less that to be the same cooking time, but if you have the energy to think about it. Otherwise, you just put everything together. I'll just move this to the kitchen and we can start.
Smells wonderful.
Well, we should say that we have some very special guests here.
Peter and Jonell.
Super special. Not only are they dear friends, but Jonell is a cookery writer and a restaurant reviewer. So Enzo is really
Under stress.
he's shaking here in his boots.
Yes.
No.
Yes, and she's got 2 Facebook pages and a website. What are your Facebook pages?
Everything's under the moniker The Rambling Epicure.
Okay.
And it's full of amazing information because Jonell spent a lot of time in France, and in fact most of your professional life in
Most of my
France,
professional life.
but
in
is
France.
originally from Kentucky in America. So her food is very international.
What's the green?
Carrots, celery.
Celery and parsley.
Celery.
Celery, parsley, carrots, onions, garlic, and tomatoes.
And the beans are cannellini.
Cannellini that we've been soaking overnight, and we have cooked for an hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
Yes, with a bay leaf.
And the red sauce does it
Tomato.
have tomato paste in it?
No,
or-
I use some cherry tomatoes in a can, and there was probably some tomato juice that, not the full can, half a can I use, otherwise it gets too red.
It looks delicious. And what kind of tomatoes are they?
They're cherry tomatoes.
Cherry.
Datterini.
They.
No, they're just
Small.
like a pacchino or something like this.
Looks delicious.
So good.
We haven't had this in so long. I used to make this when we lived in Venice.
Pasta Fagioli.
There's a very Venetian version of it, which is simpler than this. I love the balance of the spices. I guess it's just 1 chili pepper.
I put maybe 3 small chili
Three
peppers.
small chili
They were
peppers.
dry.
And where are the chili peppers from?
I expect they from Calabria.
Yes.
That's what the most chili peppers.
No, it's perfect. I think it just enough to wake up the flavors, the natural
Yes, so
flavors.
to be a bit careful because it might become much hot and becomes overwhelming. if
Yes.
it's much.
Yes, absolutely. This is the perfect balance. Because you've got the carrots, so the carrots are a bit sweet.
Yes.
And then you've got the contrast of the hot peppers, so it balances the whole dish out.
I found this dish very nourishing, satisfying.
Oh,
The
yes,
way
it's
that,
comfort
comfort
food.
food, yes.
Absolutely.
Food.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And go on the sites,
After
it's
lunch,
one of the
I'm
most
just going to
popular
stretch
dish
out
among
so
Italian
fast.
Americans. There
Go to
are
sleep.
thousands of people asking for recipes and perhaps few people making this recipe for the slices.
And I guess we could call this Cucina Povera.
Yes, Cucina Povera.
Yes.
Really Cucina Povera. It was
It's a cheap way to fill a family up.
large family as well.
Yes,
Well, we love the flavor.
absolutely.
I mean, it's a dish that stands on its own. You know, it's a piatto unico.
Yeah, piatto unico, you're absolutely right.
And when you say that every region in Italy has its version of this is a Neapolitan version, but every region.
This is the Neapolitan version, even if there are 3 or 4 sub-versions in Naples. They are even more than 3 or 4, I would say.
Because
Probably every neighborhood has its own, and every
Yes.
family within every neighborhood.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, the one we had in our family was quite watery because my father liked it soupy.
soupy.
How would you describe this? Is this not so watery?
It's a complete
Semi. I like the
it like
liquid.
this.
It makes it savory.
I had to tell this episode that when my father retired, he invited this colleagues that we know before the war. I mean, people that probably went to school together, something else. So they had a rather large meal in a restaurant in Naples called the Giuseppe Mare. At the time, it was probably one of the best restaurants in Naples.
Seafood, obviously.
Yeah. And so they had a really fantastic meal. And my father
A feast.
paid up fortunate for that. And that was the end of
His
and,
career, yes.
There was this show that I understand. A sensation, one of the waiters was walking and he kind of said, how saying, oh, I know there's some pasta fagioli old left in the kitchen. I don't know if somebody likes it. Of course, for Neapolitan, cold pasta fagioli is like the caviar so they go mad. So everybody was saying, yes, we want it. So they came with so they make it the day before. But you know that if you're in Neapolitan, you would like it cold. And my father said it was out of this world because you just get a little bit, just halfway through the meal. So there was this show that you have to say, well, just before doctor.
It's like a little lemon sorbet.
Yeah.
Here's your
Where's the palate?
And I'll bet one day old pasta fazool is even tastier because it's been marinated.
It gets better.
Yeah.
But you have to be Neapolitan to appreciate that.
Yes. Thank you for watching, and a super thank you to our subscribers. If you have not subscribed yet, please press the button. It's a great way to support our channel and it's free.